Southwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Oregon's offense will go on the attack first. When these two get together, there is no inclination to take your foot off the gas. And the last time these two met, Oregon full throttle and finished the blowout.
And I think Oregon fans and Oregon people around the building would tell you this is kind of their new squad now. This is the way this rivalry is going to go. Oregon getting more talent, more national attention. This team looks like a team that's ready to break through, win a national championship.
Yeah, a lot has been made about how Oregon's roster is built to succeed in the Big Ten. Physical in the trenches, but they still got the talent on the perimeter and that skill spots. That showed up the last time they blew Washington.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Hidden just inside their own 20, they need to convert on third and short. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Huskies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the
There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. That's caught. It's Coleman. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Huskies are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Catch in the middle, it's low.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick.
Breaks into the open. Gets away from one, finds room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Moore to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Coleman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Open space at the 25. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Washington sends out the punt team. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. So now it's 2nd and long. finds the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's low. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Whittington. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Benson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ducks! On to attempt to try.
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Sweet cut there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Turning it on! Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskies!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Moore to the air. Setting up the screen. Looking for room at the 40. He steps out right on the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Wide open downfield. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And they will score! Touchdown, Oregon!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The gift to the back. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. Bringing it back. And the returner is stopped. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here in the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at halftime. to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Snags it over the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Makes a grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Williams looking for a man. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Huskies. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Moore will throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Williams will pass. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Has it. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to...
Huskies, and they've moved out front here in the fourth. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Moore to the air. Fires left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Holds it in on the left. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Fires to the big fella. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
The Ducks will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Man, I like the call. Third and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on second and 9. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Moore will throw. Fires to the big fella.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Got it in the middle. It's low. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket breaking down. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. It is steeped in animosity and laced in bitterness, and in this one, it is crowned with victory for Washington as the Huskies take down the Ducks. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Key narration volume set to 100. Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off. Key narration volume set to 100.